to the end zone. What a catch! McKay, it's on touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
wins it, the championship.
This broadcast is a production of the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Good evening from Peters Township and Confluence Financial Stadium here on the campus of Peters Township Middle School. Tonight, the WJPA Sports Network presents a Week 2 football matchup as the Peters Township Indians host the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils. Hi, everyone. I'm Jason Tennant. Scott Moore will be joining me shortly in our WJPA Sports Network crew for tonight's broadcast. And Bennett running controls, Dean Shazer and Jeremiah Hall on camera, Bill Chapo and G. Wiz George producing in our downtown Washington studios. Heading into the game, Peters Township boasts a 2-0 non-conference start with a 35-14 win over rival Canon-Mac, and last week a 35-0 shutout of McKeesport. Reston Lehman sparked the Indians last week with a 54-yard interception return for touchdown. Lucas Ross had a couple of touchdown receptions from Nolan DeLucia, who threw for 212 yards in the win over McKeesport, who was without star running back Keemon Spell. On the flip side, Mount Lebanon enters this week 0-2, and tonight's game marks the last tune-up game before Quad County Conference play begins against defending champions Central Catholic next week. The Blue Devils lost 35-14 to Upper St. Clair in their opener last week, fell to Penn Trafford 26-18. We'll step aside here while they have the national anthem, and we'll bring you back here to Peters Township on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
You do? Let us help you. Advanced from LPN.
Get started on fall construction projects. Call Green Valley Contractors at 84. Cover your deck or porch with a new roof. Put an addition on your garage. Turn your basement into a man cave for football season, or redo your kitchen and bathrooms. Green Valley Contractors use the finest materials and superior craftsmanship for a finished job you'll love. Green Valley Contractors, online at buildwithgvc.com. That's buildwithgvc.com, PA 162147.
Friday Night Lights brings our communities together, but too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opioid addiction.
buildwithgvc.com. That's buildwithgvc.com, PA 162147.
Welcome back here to Peters Township. Jason Tennant alongside Scott Moore, and we'll got a few things to straighten out here, but we hope to have you live here from Peters Township. Scott, welcome into the broadcast, first of all.
Okay, thank you. It's good to be here. Kind of looking forward to this. I'm kind of looking forward to see, I saw them play last week, Peters Township, or 2 weeks ago against Canon-Mac. Look good, and we'll just see if they can keep this thing going right now.
Yeah, we have a matchup here of two teams coming in on opposite sides here. Peters Township 2-0 and Mount Lebanon 0-2. And Peters Township has a long non-conference schedule. We've got 3 more games, including this one, before they play any games that matter in the standings. Mount Lebanon, on the other hand, this is kind of their last tune-up. They got to get ready for conference play, and it begins with a tough one, defending champion Central Catholic next week.
Yeah, that's going to be really tough, and tonight's going to be tough too. Peters Township is ranked number 1 in the state. The last thing I read on the Pennsylvania High School Football Report, they are number 1 in 5A across the state. So, yeah, this is a tall task for the Lebos, but you know what? They've been there before. They've been in the playoffs the last couple of years. They can't get past that first game, but they've got some experience in that way.
We have an abbreviated pregame show because of some technical difficulties here at Peters Township. This place is cursed because we had technical difficulties in week 1, but I think we have them straightened out here this time, and we're happy to bring you the action. But let's go ahead and thank our sponsors, Brandon, our producer, in the press box if he's ready to go. This broadcast being brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Brought to you by Green Valley Contractors. For a finished product you'll love, visit buildwithgvc.com. By Washington County Human Services, take the first step toward a healthier life. Call 724-228-1234. By the Chambers Insurance Agency, your third-generation independent insurance agency in downtown Washington, online at chambersinsurance.com. By Washington Financial Bank, for 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. By Good Orthodontics, excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics. By Nancy Russell McKenna, Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon, a neighbor helping neighbors. By Nick Gigantis, your all-state insurance agent in McMurray. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation and Advanced Surgical Hospital. And by Hemlock Homes, if you have a lot and a dream, Hemlock Homes will make it happen. We did have a chance to talk to both head coaches, and we have just enough time, I think, to squeeze in those interviews before we get to kickoff. So when we come back out of this break, we'll be talking to both head coaches Greg Perry and also TJ Plack here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Friday Night Lights brings our communities together, but too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opioid addiction. I'm County Commissioner Nick Sherman, and I want you to know you're not alone. Help is here. If you or someone you love is struggling, call our confidential hotline today at 724-228-1234. Together we can fight addiction and build a strong future for Washington County. 724-228-1234.
Welcome back to the WJPA Sports Network pregame show. Have a chance to talk with Mount Lebanon head coach Greg Perry. Greg, thanks for taking the time to meet with us here tonight.
Nice to be here.
So the season so far, 0-2 on the year, a couple of tough non-conference opponents. Not going to get any easier tonight with Peters Township. A pretty tough schedule to start.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a grind. You know, we have 3 quality 5A teams that we start out with, and then we have Central Catholic next week, so it doesn't get any easier. You know, these guys have had it rolling here for about 5 or 6 years now, and we're very familiar with them, and they have a good thing going right now.
And you mentioned it, kind of took the question away. These guys still have a few more. Sorry about that. A few more non-conference games to kind of get ready for the games that matter. You guys are right into it next week with the defending champion Central Catholic.
Yeah, we're trying. You know, we're going through this grind we're at. You know, we're trying to get guys healthy. You have a couple guys out, but it is what it is. You got to play the next guy up. So we're hoping to come out tonight. It's a beautiful night and try to execute a little better than we have in the past.
I know you've done I'm sure you've done a lot of study on Peters Township. What makes them so tough?
Well, it starts with our quarterback. I think he's pretty under-recruited. You know, 5 or 6 years ago, I'm not so sure he wouldn't be a Power 4 kid. But in this day of the portal and stuff, I think he's getting slighted a little bit. Nothing against Villanova, but I think he's definitely one of the more elite kids that's been around in this league in a while.
What do you want to see from your team here tonight to show that you're getting ready for the games that count with conference play starting next week?
We need to execute a little better. You know, we're making some mental mistakes, and, you know, we need some young guys to step up. You know, we have a lot of kids on our roster, but quality depth is something we're looking for. You know, we have a lot of guys going both ways, so we're looking for some younger guys in these non-conference games to give us some work.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you. We're back with more on the WJPA pregame show right after this.
I'm Evan Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. You can't turn on the TV or scroll through social media without being bombarded by insurance commercials. They're everywhere, even on the radio. Low rates, big savings. We'll insure your pet iguana. Okay, maybe not the iguana. Sadly, many times you're not saving money. You're just getting your coverage slashed. By the time there's a claim, it's too late to see you've been duped. At Chambers Insurance, our goal is to improve your coverage and get you savings. We're local, family-owned, and we'll work with you to find the right coverage. Chambers Insurance, since 1953.
Welcome back to the WJPA pregame show. Happy to be joined by Peters Township head coach TJ Plack. TJ, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Oh, thanks a lot for being here tonight.
So you guys are off to a great start, 2-0, but you've got a very long non-conference season. You got 3 more non-conference games before you get into conference play. Talk about that schedule and this Mount Lebanon team you got on the schedule here tonight.
Yeah, when you go to 6A, you know, those 8-9 team conferences kind of dwindle down a little bit. So, you know, we've had this for a bunch of years right now. So what it was before is we just come out of the gate with a conference game and then not have a couple. So I kind of like how it's set up because it's not preseason by far because we've had some really good opponents we played against. And Mount Lebanon's just the next one. Very storied program, good 6A team. But it's a chance for us to get better each week. See what we're doing wrong, make corrections, and and see what guys are developing and get guys ready for conference play also.
You say it's not preseason, and it's not certainly, but do you have week to week kind of let's try to meet this goal, meet that goal, let's try to see this as we're progressing toward conference play?
No, our goal is to win each week. That's all it is. Whatever we have to do to get there, we'll do. If kids are ready to go, they'll play. If they're still working towards being a starter, being a backup, that'll happen organically throughout the year. But it's 1-0 each week. Mountain Lebanon's the only team we've actually prepared for this week, so that's all we worry about.
Speaking of that preparation, you've obviously looked at some tape on these guys. What do you see from them that might pose some challenges to you tonight?
Well, they're physical. Offensively, their quarterback, I think he's the third leading rusher in the Whitfield right now, somewhere around there. He does a great job passing the ball also. They've got some nice guys up front. Defensively, they're very physical. I think they have a bunch of injuries, but I don't know who's back and who's not back. But, I remember playing them last year, and they were probably the most physical team we played last year. And our kids know that. I mean, they played in that game. We reminded them of it. Just coming in this game 2-0 and then being 0-2, we had to look at the film last year and remind them what they did to us last year.
One last thing, it's senior night here tonight. It's early in the season, but it's senior night. Just talk about the special group of seniors you have.
They've been around for a bunch of wins lately, and we won the Whitfield when they were sophomores, and a bunch of them had a big thing to do with it. Had a great season last year with them as the supporting cast, and we've had one of our biggest senior classes. I know it's not that big, 19 guys. That's kind of big for us. You look at the St. Clair's and Lebo's, probably they're in the 20s, but 19 is a lot for us, and those guys have stuck through it. They've been role players, and now they're getting a chance to play a little bit more, so it's a special night for them.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for taking the time, and good luck tonight.
All right, thanks a lot.
That's TJ Plack, head coach of Peters Township. We're back with more on the WJPA Sports Network pregame show.
For 125 years, we've been covering this region's financial needs, sharing your rebellious spirit, standing right here with you, supporting your dreams, helping businesses grow and thrive, investing in what matters, and always putting people first. Thank you for letting us get to know you over our first 125 years. We're Washington Financial Bank, and we're proud to be the bank that gets you.
All right, we are ready to go here from Peters Township, just in time. Glad that we could still bring you those interviews, quiet as they may have been. Those guys took the time to talk to us. We want to make sure we get to that feature in the pregame. We were able to squeeze that in right here before kickoff. Mount Lebanon has won the toss, and they have elected to receive this opening kick. They have Colin Kramer and Jacob Zaber back deep to return here for Mount Lebanon. And the kicker for Peters Township teeing things up here is Anthony Maiello. I'm Jason Tennant. He's Scott Moore. Brandon Bennett running the controls. We've got Dean Shazer and Jeremiah Hall on the cameras. Bill Chapo and now G. Wiz George is back in our WJPA studios in Washington.
I remember 2 weeks ago, this kid can kick.
Yes. Oh, that's right. You were here. You came to see that game.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this kid can kick. He's the real McCoy. This is going through the end zone. I'm telling you right now.
So Maiello will get ready to kick things off here, and we will get underway. Again, apologies for a little bit of a mess of a pregame show, but hopefully all that is behind us. Maiello's kick goes right down the middle of the field. It is going to be a little short around the 7-yard line. And coming up with the football is Zaber, and he is knocked down just as he reaches the 20. And that's where Mount Lebanon will start here, first down at 10.
Yeah, I jinxed him because I was here for Canamac, and that ball was like going crazy down the field.
Mount Lebanon in the all-white uniform tonight with the navy blue helmet, and Peters Township going with a red top, white bottom look here in tonight's contest. Quarterback is Pat Smith for Mount Lebanon. Motion man, and Smith takes the snap, going to throw right side. He's got a man complete up to about the 30-yard line for 5 yards. That is Maxton Siegel on the catch.
Yeah, Jeremy Paletti on the coverage. They'll look in. It's a good start for the Blue Devils. You have 5 yards on that one.
They'll send Siegel again out on the right side, split wide. 2 receivers here to the left for Smith. And he's going to look to throw it again, this time the other side. It's complete there to Chris Friedel. And Friedel's going to have a first down to the 36-yard line.
Well, it worked on the left or the right side. Let's try the left. They did the same exact pattern, and it works out well.
First down here for for Mount Lebanon at the 36-yard line. Running back in there for Mount Lebanon is Liam DeLuca. He stands to the right-hand side of quarterback Smith. Smith takes the snap, going to put it in the air again. Goes right side. That one is complete to Colin Kramer. Three different completions, three different receivers.
Yeah, a better coverage that time. But, again, a little short little 3-yard and 5-yard outs right now is all Mount Lebanon is doing. And the key, I think, for Mount Lebanon, if they want to stay in this game, is they got to control the tempo and they got to keep things going. They can't let Peters Township have the football. So they're going to try to – I mean, that's just like a run is what they're doing.
So it's 2nd down and 7 on the 3-yard after the 3-yard pass completion. And a snap to Smith, still keeping it in the air. Has a little bit of pressure this time, dumps it off incomplete. Was looking for Friedel, but well short. That's the first incompletion, brings up 3rd down.
A lot of pressure in there. Shanafelt in there with some pressure. 3rd down and 7 now. Ball sitting at the 40. Well, 39, excuse me.
3rd down and 7 after the incompletion. Nothing but pass plays so far for the Blue Devils, and this time a keeper, but boy, the defense all over it. Penetration into the backfield, and Smith is dropped for a loss.
I think Zero was in there first. If I
Shanafelt, that would probably be right.
Yeah, I think Shanafelt was in there first, and then he got some help in there as well. So let's good stop there for Peters Township. They're going to force a punt.
4th down, punting situation here. Back deep to kick it. Looks like Grayson Beck going to handle the punting duties. And here to return, Lucas Rost for Peters Township. High snap, able to get it down, and the kick is away. Rost calls for a fair catch right at his 25-yard line, and Peters Township will start right there.
1st and 10, Peters Township from its own 25-yard line.
Ball will be at the 25. And now we'll see this high-powered Peters Township offense come onto the field.
Boy, this quarterback's good.
He is very good.
He's
Nolan
very
DeLucia.
good.
As you heard, you may have heard if you were listening closely enough to the low audio, but Greg Perry, head coach of Mount Lebanon, said he didn't want to slight Villanova. Villanova is, where DeLucia's committed to, but felt like he could have been a lot more highly recruited. DeLucia sends a man in motion. That is Reston Lehman. And we're going to get a false start to start things off here for Peters Township. So I'll back him up 5 yards. First flag on the game.
77 on the offense. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot would be first down.
Yeah, those are the types of things coaches don't like to see. Not on those pre-snap penalties.
First down and 15. Man in motion. Again, that's Lehman. 2 receivers to the left here of DeLucia. He's going to keep it after a fake handoff. Goes there to Lehman. And Lehman gets the penalty yardage back and maybe a couple more before he's forced out of bounds.
Yep, simple pass, little waggle pass. You fake that to the left and go back to the right.
7-yard gain on the play from DeLucia to Lehman. He's 2nd down and 8 here on the right hash mark. 3 receivers now to the left side of DeLucia. That appears to be, that is number 8, of course. That is Cole Newpaver. I couldn't see that 8 correctly there in the backfield. Newpaver is the starting running back, and he doesn't get much here. In fact, loses yardage.
One of the things I noticed a couple weeks ago against Canada Middle.
Maybe a yard. He got a yard.
You got a yard? One of the things I noticed a couple weeks ago against Canamac, when they went trips, they ran a lot to the opposite side of the trips. There was a case right there. They did that thing again right there. Newpaper was getting some yardage that way.
Shotgun coming here for DeLucia. Finds some pressure here. Now escapes and steps up, and he's tripped up. Great tackle to save a first down. Looked like it was Chris Freidel.
Yep, Chris Freidel. He is a senior. Came up there, made the play, but just to let you know, he broke that tackle originally in that backfield, but now it forces that 4th down, and there's where that penalty comes back and kind of bites you in the back end there.
So DeLucia gained 4, but he needed 7. And a punting situation, low snap, but able to handle it there as Lehman gets a nice kick away.
Wow.
Fair catch is called for. Man, a booming kick that is caught there by Jacob Zaber, but all the way back at his 20-yard line. That was a heck of a kick by the punter.
48-yard punt. 48-yard punt.
It's a boot.
From its own 20-yard line.
It's a lost art in high school.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolute lost art.
So the Mount Lebanon offense will come back onto the field. So far, just 1 first down in the ball game. That was Mount Lebanon.
See if they come out the same way. They're basically running the football with these short little intermediate passes in that first drive. See how this fans out now.
Haven't had a running play other than the quarterback keeper. Nothing for the running back yet. And Smith takes the handoff. He's keeping it again. And somehow bounced outside or bounced inside there to get a couple of yards. Looked like there was nothing there, but does get some positive yardage.
Nowhere to run in the middle.
Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Call it a gain of 2 for Smith. So he got the 2 back that he lost. He's back to even. Smith in the shotgun. At his side, he's got DeLuca. Looking to throw again under pressure. Steps up. Going to float a pass, and he's got his man complete. That's DeLuca. Nice touch on the pass. The running back, DeLuca, hauls it in for a first down up over the 40-yard line.
Boy, what a nice pass and an exceptional catch. Exceptional catch here. Oh, he just, that was, I mean, you couldn't play that any better.
Absolutely not.
Fantastic. That's a great
18-yard pass play. And DeLuca is the 4th receiver now, found by Smith already in this ball game. And we get a false start here on Mount Lebanon on this snap. So that'll be their first flag.
Dead ball foul. Number 78, false start. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Sometimes I think the guards move and they just blame the tackles because the tackles are closer to the referee there.
You might be right.
You know? I just think.
First down and 15. Smith empty set here. Putting the ball in the air again. He's got a man complete on the far side. Not a lot of yardage there to Maxton Siegel.
Pass complete to Siegel.
And
he got the 5 yards back.
He did get the penalty yardage back for 5.
Peters Township's letting them catch those right now.
Tackled by Luke. 2nd down and 10.
37 yards passing so far for Smith. Only had 1 incompletion. He's 5 for 6. 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Smith gonna take it. He's gonna be tripped up in the backfield.
Smith on the run. Brought down by Ross.
And a yard gain on the play.
3rd down and 9.
But that's it for Smith.
Well, the cornerback made that play. That is, who's that, Luke?
Ross. Or P.J. Luke.
P.J. Luke. P.J. Luke made that play. He came up there and he forced that action.
3rd down and 9 for Mount Lebanon. Smith takes the snap, drops back to throw, surveys, has a little bit of time. Now he's going to roll right. Smith now is going to tuck and run, and the ball came out, and they're going to rule him down. I think they are at the 45-yard line. So he gained a few yards, but it's going to be a 4th down and medium here for Mount Lebanon. He got 4 yards, did Smith.
Punt team coming in.
Shy of midfield, they're going to kick it away.
Well, he had a little bit of an opening there. Rolling to his right. Peters Township pretty quick in that defensive backfield, though.
For Peters Township.
back into punt for the second time. Grayson Beck. And once again, it's Lucas Rost back to return here for the Indians. Another good punt here. Rost didn't call for a fair catch, and boy, oh boy, special teams play by Mount Lebanon's Chris Kambitsis. He nearly caught that punt. He was there at the same time as the ball.
Yeah, I think there's a case of, you know what, I want to try to run the ball. I want to try to do something here. And that was where you should take the fair catch. But you got to admire one thing, you know, he's trying to get a spark here.
Ross was able to hang. That's the other thing you got to admire. He was able to hang on to the football.
Yeah.
And it's at the 15-yard line. Peters Township will start there. 4:34 to go in this opening quarter. Still no score. And the Indians on the field now for the second time offensively.
Here's that trips look again.
Trips to the left here for DeLucia with Newpaver, and he sends a man in motion. That is P.J. Luke. Newpaver on the carry and fights forward for a couple of tough yards. Second down and 8.
And off the Newpaver.
Right through the A gap.
Flag on the play.
Well, we got a flag here.
We got a holding?
Holding, number 56 on the offense. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Repeat first down.
That would drive the coach crazy.
No doubt about it. So that's going to back them up to the, should be half the distance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said 10-yard, but they got it right. Half the distance on the 8. And it's like our mic is right there on those whistles. DeLucia empty set here on 1st and long. Dumps it off for a screen pass here, and he's got Lehman. And Lehman steps out of another tackle, clear up over the 25 to the 30-yard line. And Lehman picks up the first down here for Peters Township.
Boy, look at this little screen. Lehman, he gets past the first rush of people. Good block down the field. And that is by Paletti. Nice block by Paletti.
22-yard completion. Both completions have been to Lehman here for DeLucia so far. Movement prior to the snap. This may go against the defense.
Encroachment.
Encroachment, number 55 on the defense. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
So that's going to move the ball to the 35-yard line. 1st and 5 here for Peters Township. And DeLucia's 2 for 2. Both completions to Rest and Lehman. And that last one, easily the biggest play for Peters Township so far. Now Newpaver is going to try to turn the corner left side and does. He's got the first down as he picks up about 6.
Tackled by Kambitsis. First down, Peters Township at its own 41-yard line.
6-yard gain for Newpaver and a first down. Ball at the Peters Township 41. Clock winds inside, or stop now at 3:20 to play here in this opening quarter. Now it's winding again. Give to Newpaver on a delayed handoff, and he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
I'll tell you what, they're having trouble moving the interior 3 of Mount Lebanon right now, or the Indians.
Short loss on the play, second down.
Those 3 are playing pretty strong inside. That's I think it's about the 3rd time they've tried that, and they haven't had much luck in there. Here they go with the double slot. Oh no, they got 5 receivers in there now.
Empty set for DeLucia. Second down and 10. Finds the Lehman again under pressure, and Lehman slips his way through tacklers. He's going to pick up another Peters Township first down as the catch is worth about 11 yards.
That's the yak yards, right?
Yeah.
Those are yak yards. A little 2-yard pass out there, catch and run. Picks up 8 or 9 on the carry.
48-yard line.
So it's with the clock winding down here under 2:12, Peters Township moving the football.
And a give to Newpaver. Newpaver has a hole this time and gets down to the 40-yard line, a pickup of about 8.
Newpaver with the carry.
Got a helmet off.
Stop by Steiner.
It'll be second down. Well, they give him only 7 on the play for New Paver.
It's kind of like a free down now for the coach. He, you got 2nd and 3. You got plenty of options here.
New Paver, the lone back behind DeLucia. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left here for the Peters Township quarterback. Takes the snap, fakes to New Paver. Rolls to his left. Now he's going to tuck and run. He's got the first down, a lot more. Down the sideline, inside the 25-yard line. DeLucia with a big run.
That's what he does well. Here he goes. Looking downfield. He had a man. He was looking. It looked like he was looking for his tight end. He decided to keep it.
Give DeLucia 18 yards on the carry. And Peters Township rolling now offensively, closing in on a minute to play in this opening quarter.
Quick first quarter.
Hand off to No. Fake to New Paver and a dump off. The first completion to another receiver is Jeremy Paletti, who has it down to about the 11-yard line. Bring up second down.
Little turn-up hook.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's another first down.
Yeah, they got the first down.
11-yard gain.
At the Mount Lebanon 13-yard line.
Hey, this referee gets the game clock moving. You notice that?
Yes, he does.
He really does.
So 1st and 10 from the 13 here for Peters Township. Empty set again for DeLucia. Motion man is Rost, and it's a fake to Rost. DeLucia straight ahead, and he'll meet resistance right around the 5-yard line.
Oh, DeLucia with the carry.
Won't have the first down, but it's going to be 2nd and short.
That might be the last play of the quarter.
Give DeLucia 9 on the carry. And it looks like that will be the final play of our opening quarter. So after 1, we're scoreless, but Peters Township knocking on the door. Here as we go to break on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Orthodontics isn't just for children. Orthodontics is for everyone. Choose Good Orthodontics. Doctors Bob and Ron Good and Dr. Cullen Doyle are board-certified specialists in orthodontics and facial orthopedics. Good Orthodontics has offices in Mount Lebanon, Washington, and Pleasant Hills. See all the good a simple smile can do. Call Good Orthodontics, 412-344-4663. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics.
Looking for a home in the South Hills? You want someone who knows the market. You want Nancy Russell McKenna at Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon. Nancy Russell McKenna was born, raised, and currently lives in the South Hills, so she knows the market inside and out. She'll help you find a home anywhere in the Pittsburgh area. A neighbor helping neighbors. Nancy Russell McKenna at Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon. Call Nancy Russell McKenna, 412-551-6118. 412-551-6118.
Welcome back here to the bleachers. That's where we're set up. We don't.
I kind of like this.
I kind of like. I do too, honestly. Well, we wanted to make sure everything was under cover tonight because there was a threat of potential weather. So we wanted to make sure cameras and equipment was in the press box, and we're under a tent. We're good.
We're fine.
And it is. It's kind of nice and spacious out here.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of nice, actually.
I'm not sure why it took so long for the players to move from one end of the field to the other here to start the second quarter, but still making their way down to the opposite end where the ball rests at the 4-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1 for Peters Township when we start the second quarter. Scoreless quarter in the first, but Peters Township certainly seems to be finding a rhythm here.
They are, and you know what they're doing? They're doing it with short passes, and they're doing it with their quarterback, DeLucia. He's a remarkable young man back there. He really is. He knows when to take it. He knows. I can see a quarterback draw right here.
Of course, they can still get a first down here. They're at the 4-yard line, but only need a yard to pick up a first down. And now we got movement all over the place there, but now we're set. DeLucia takes the snap, going to roll right. And tries to turn the corner. He does. He has the first down. Does he have the touchdown? No. They're going to rule him down at the 1-yard line. Gain of 3 to set up 1st and goal.
That was all run. There was no. I don't even think there was an option on that thing either.
Right.
He was going to take that ball and go to the right side, And I think he was out of bounds, and they're not starting the clock. So, okay.
Yeah, ball
first
is
and goal.
At the 1 for a first and goal. Peters Township looking to get on the board first here in this ball game. Motion man was Lehman. The give to Newpaver. Straight ahead. He goes into the end zone for the touchdown. And Peters Township strikes first. Cole Newpaver with the 1-yard touchdown run.
There you go. That's a belly. That's all that is. That's belly right. Best play there is.
Now we'll see kicker Anthony Maiello come in to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and that kick is good. With 1:51 to go here in the first half, Peters Township is on the scoreboard. They lead Mount Lebanon 7-0 here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Hi, I'm Nick Jaganis, your Allstate insurance agent in McMurray. You've worked hard all your life to provide a nice home for your family. Maybe the insurance that you had 5 years ago is not appropriate for your life today. Call me for a review of your current coverages, and we'll see if we can help you. Allstate has some unique ways to keep your insurance costs down. Give me a call so we can discuss proper protection, the best price, and most of all, personal service. 724-942-1234 or send me an email at nickg@allstate.com.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Anthony Maiello to kick off.
Maiello back out there for the kickoff.
Kramer and Zaber deep to receive for
Colin Kramer, Jacob Zaber. Back deep to receive the kickoff, as they did the opening kick as well. That first one went to Zaber. This one a little shorter, coming up there to field it on the far sideline. Picking up a head of steam and not busting his way, but looks like he stepped out of bounds. We'll see where he goes out of bounds. That's Colin Kramer on the return.
Knocked out of bounds by number 9, Dan McMillan.
Well, that's, yep, you got him right there around the, looks like around the 40-yard line. Nope, 39, they're going to say. Okay.
From its own 39-yard line.
Didn't get a chance to give you the action elsewhere, Washington Greene County action. Brandon, you got our graphic there? There we go. Some of the action taking place week 2, third week of football, week 2. Not to confuse everybody, but there's a look at the Washington Greene football schedule. Avella, Springdale, Bentworth, Charleroi, Beth Center, Monessen, Jefferson, Morgan, Burgettstown, California at Waynesburg, South Fayette at Canemak, Carmichael's at Fraser, West Greene at Fort Cherry, West Allegheny at McGuffey, Yawk at Ringgold, Wash High at Union. That doesn't even mention the 3 that we have on the air today.
Yeah.
As this first play, not a lot here, about 3 yards on the pickup for Smith.
Little keeper again, snap directly back to him, let him run the football.
Give him 3 yards on the play. So our game here on WJPA FM, WJPA.com. We also have action of Trinity and Montour tonight. Bob Gregg and Jack Sacco on that call. And Greensports.net has Chartiers Houston at Mapletown. Rusty Pettit, Lanford Simpson on the call down there with the Maples. 2nd down and 7. Snap to Smith, fakes a handoff, rolls here to the near side under pressure, runs out of time and throws it away.
No one open, good coverage down the field. He had to just dump that off.
3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7. Interesting so far to this point of this ball game. Mount Lebanon, the only runs have been with the quarterback. They've not used a running back in this game yet, only on a pass play.
I mean, you read my mind right there. I was getting ready to say, I said, you know, because I was looking through the stats to see if Mount Lebanon's leading rushers, and I didn't see anyone in there. So this might be like the typical offense they run.
Third down and 7. And Smith
in trouble.
Running for his life here under a lot of pressure, rolling here to the near side, dumps it off, incomplete.
Yeah, no one was open. No one was coming back to get the ball either. Someone got to get back here and help him out a little bit. He was getting a lot of pressure in there. I believe it was 7 that was coming through there first. That's
Rolling back the punt for Mount Lebanon.
Luca.
Ross, deep to receive for Peters.
All right, 10:46 to go. In this first half, Peters Township starting to flex its muscles a little bit.
Another punt situation for the Blue Devils, another booming kick. Back to get it there is Ross. He will get a return this time. To the far sideline he goes and is just hauled out of bounds. That had the impression of a horse collar tackle, but we're looking at it from a long ways away.
Yeah, it looked like it, and people were screaming on the sideline over there, but I just thought he had him by the back of the jersey. I don't think he had him by the horse collar.
Sometimes when you just see the way a guy is tackled, it just looks bad.
It doesn't look right.
Well, they are going to call it. Well,
I guess we were wrong.
I guess we eat our words.
First down.
That's a long way over there, but yeah, it's a horse collar. Takes it all the way down to the 39-yard line of Mount Lebanon. So Peters now has a 1st and 10 at the 39.
1st and 10, Peters Township from the Mount Lebanon 39-yard line.
First down and 10 here. DeLucia from the shotgun takes the snap, steps up, throws, and complete. Beautiful pass to Shanafelt inside the 15-yard line. Big play on first down.
Boy, this guy, I tell you what, he is poised, and he doesn't get rattled. I mean, he had some people hanging on him, but nice pass across the middle. And again, the yak yards again adding up.
26 yards to Shanafelt. And at the 14-yard line, first down and 10. Takes the snap, steps up, and is going to be hit and dropped.
And off the new paper.
It was new paper.
Yep, new paper.
Brought down by 11. Ford Schmidt.
3-yard gain.
You notice the last couple of times they've run through that that 1 and 3 hole or 2 and 4, whichever side it is. They're starting to pick up a little bit more. They're starting to get more of a push.
DeLucia going to throw one into the end zone, lofting it for the corner, too far, incomplete. Intended for P.J. Luke.
And for number 3, P.J. Luke. 3rd down and 7.
To bring up 3rd down now and 7 to go from about the 11-yard line.
Couple scores. End of the first quarter. Carmichael's tied with Frazier, 8-8.
Okay. Here's DeLucia under some pressure, slips out of that. Now tries to run straight ahead, but he's going to be brought down in the backfield here. It's going to bring up 4th down, and will we see the kicking team come on here for the Indians?
I think this is a non-section game. Yeah, you want to kick it. You want to get, you want to play everything here.
Yeah, I agree. 2-yard loss on the play. Puts the ball at the 13-yard line.
This is a bit of an angle, though.
It is from the right hash. It'll be exactly a 30-yarder for Maiello. 30-yard attempt. Oh, and the snap is rolled back. DeLucia's going to get it, but he just covers and gets tackled back at the 34-yard line. Big loss on the play and a turnover on downs and a big play. Big boost for Mount Lebanon. Snap was just never handled.
Results in
the kicking game hasn't been strong tonight.
From its own
special team wise.
Right. That was a 17-yard loss on the play.
1st and 10 now for Mount Lebanon at the 30. They dodge a bullet there.
So they're Game stays here 7-0. And Mount Lebanon's offense comes back on the field. Two receivers here to the near side, and receiver 2 on the left now as well after the motion. And now Smith looking to throw. Over the middle and into coverage. Batted down by Lucas Ross. He's the one that had the best shot at the ball. It's incomplete.
I tell you, he's lucky it wasn't picked off either by Ross. He threw it into like triple coverage, and Ross was the underneath guy. And as you saw there on the replay, he had a chance to pick that thing off. Nice athletic play, though, by Ross.
2nd down and 10. Smith under pressure, dumps it off. He's got a man complete. That is Zaber, and Zaber's brought down after a short gain of about 2.
Brought down by Lehman.
Lehman right on top of it, too. Look at this coverage. This is pretty good. He had to get rid of it quickly. Lehman wrestles him down to the ground. 3rd and 8 now. Clock turning. We're down to almost 8 minutes in this first half.
Yeah, fast-moving pace here to this one. And a lot of movement.
Oh, man.
Total jailbreak that time.
That's either on the center or that's because 2 people jumped over here.
We had a receiver 15 yards downfield on a false start.
I know. That's what I mean. That's probably somewhere in the interior line. Don't blame the wide receivers.
It'll be 3rd down, and it's going to be 13 after the penalty.
End of the first quarter up at Fort Cherry. They kick off their field. 21-0 over West Screen. The Rangers lead that one.
Smith under heat again, just going to throw it out of bounds. Throws it away, incomplete, and another punt coming from Mount Lebanon.
Pressure on the play by Reston Lehman.
Lehman got in the backfield, and we've seen there's 3 more Mount Lebanon plays and still no running plays to a running back.
No, it's like I think they put all their eggs in that kid's basket, the quarterback.
Back deep to punt. Joseph Malone, and I may need to apologize. It's probably been Malone the whole time. I thought that was an 8 on the far side of the field. It is a 9, so it's Joe Malone who comes in to punt for Mount Lebanon. It is Lucas Ross back to return this kick. And it takes a big Mount Lebanon bounce and continues to roll all the way inside the 20-yard line. Maybe gets to the 15 here. They'll down it there. All the way back to the Mount Lebanon 15-yard line.
52-yard punt. That'll flip the field.
$7:16 to play here in the second quarter. Those of you that are listening on WJPA FM or WJPA.com, we do understand the video feed on YouTube is not working, but we do have video on NFHS. If you're an NFHS subscriber, check that out. We'll try to get that corrected at halftime as well. This is the problem, Scotty. When I'm over here announcing, I can't keep fixing things.
You can't help things.
I can't fix things. DeLucia with a handoff and trying the left side is Newpaver, and he'll pick up about 5 on the play.
Little counter left side. 7:01 to go. Mount Lebanon trailing 7-0 to the Indians. And a very quickly, rapidly moving first half. It's not dark yet.
No. And knock on wood, the weather has stayed away as well.
Flip the tight ends to the right side here.
DeLucia takes the snap.
They're going to run behind him.
It gives to Newpaver on a sweep there, and Newpaver going to fight his way across the 20 and up to about the 23-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Correction, 3rd down and 2.
Tell you what, the longer Mount Lebanon kind of hangs around here, the longer they'll say, you know what, guys, we can do something here. And this is a big defense. This is more important to Mount Lebanon on the defensive side of the ball right now, this play.
DeLucia rolling, throwing on the run, and skips it into his receiver. Incomplete. P.J. Luke was the intended receiver, but he bounced it into him on the far side, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Punting situation now for Peters Township.
Well, you talk about Mount Lebanon hanging around. They got 6 minutes here, just under 6 minutes. Get the ball back, with a chance to possibly tie this thing up before the half.
Yeah, they can. This is, they're making a couple of plays, and they're getting a couple of breaks, and that's what you need in games like this. You got to get a couple of breaks along the way.
Weston Lehman with another booming punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line for the Blue Devils. That fair catch by Jacob Zaber. And Mount Lebanon's going to start at their own 35.
35-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have our first weekly PAC report. President's Athletic Conference report will be coming your way. We also have a newscast from WJPA, and typically we run that newscast first and then the PAC report, but we're going to run things backwards tonight during halftime. So it'll be the PAC report first and then news update from our WJPA studios.
Shar Houston leading Mapletown 7-6 in the end of the first.
Good ball game, at least according to the score.
According to the score.
1st down and 10 from the 35. Smith with DeLuca in the backfield, and will we see the first handoff? Nope, it's Smith going to keep it again after a fake handoff, and he's going to gain 5 on the play after he went left side with it.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5.
That time he faked it to DeLuca, but it was still Smith carrying the football.
It's interesting that no one else has carried the football yet from Mount Lebanon.
He's already attempted 11 passes, too, has Smith. I mean,
he's
just
involved
been him.
in every play, yeah. He's involved in every play.
He's going to keep this one and go straight ahead with it. And he finds a seam up the middle, and he's got midfield and across into Peters Township territory. Gain of about 12.
Nice job. Keep it and just go with it.
First down, Mount Lebanon.
Mount Lebanon got a first down. What did I say back there? I said, listen, if you get a stop, and they got it, the momentum can swing a little bit here.
That's only the 3rd first down, though, for Mount Lebanon. That's one thing. They got to find some offensive rhythm. They haven't had that yet. Smith takes the snap and immediately tucks and runs straight ahead again. Tried the left side of the line and maybe picks up 3. Bring up 2nd down.
What they're also doing right now is they're keeping the ball out of Peters Township's hand.
True.
2nd down and 7.
I'd run that clock all the way down to like 5 seconds.
I watched, my son's now going to RMU, so I watched the Robert Morris West Virginia game.
Yeah.
And you could tell that's all Robert Morris tried to do was just run the play clock all the way down. They were trying to keep it out of West Virginia's hands as much as possible.
Yeah, just eat it up. Eat up the clock.
2nd down and 7, and Smith is going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. They'll bring up 3rd down. It's 11 pass attempts for Smith, 9 carries for Smith. Those are the 20 plays that we've seen from Mount Lebanon so far. Third down and 7 here with 3.5 to play in this opening half. I think you're right, trying to chew up time, but of course you want to pick up this first down too.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, if I'm Peters, if I stop him, call timeout.
Looking to throw is Smith. Throws over the middle into coverage, incomplete. Going up and batting that down was Newpaver.
Yeah, he tried to float one in there. Newpaver on the coverage. Yeah, he's covered there.
Brings up 4th down and 7.
And so 4th and 7. And what does Mount Lebanon do here? Do you try to pin them deep?
Oh, you got to pin them deep.
They do We're going to maybe have a timeout here.
I don't know. The referee's saying. I don't know. He motioned the Mount Lebanon team back to their sideline, but no explanation from the ref at this point. I don't think Peters called timeout because they still have 3 on the scoreboard.
Well, and the clock was stopped anyway after the incompletion.
Right, so they weren't going to call a timeout anyways.
All right, well. Not sure what that was all about. We got a new punter in here for Mount Lebanon, though. This time it's going to be Siegel, Maxton Siegel.
Well, that might mean something. Maybe there's just some chicanery on board.
Or maybe he's just better at the old coffin corner.
They may be. Maybe he's one of those runner-type punters.
He does punt it away. Right down the middle, though. Fair catch called for by Ross, and he'll make it at about the 12-yard line.
Siegel's punt is fair caught by Lucas.
All right.
So the clock reads 3:03.
Peters Township
And Peters Township has a 87-yard field in front of them here, leading 7-0.
They had a botched field goal attempt on a bad snap. They've really controlled basically most of the tempo of the game, to be honest with you. They just don't have any points.
Now DeLuca starting from his own 13. 2 receivers to the left, takes the snap. Looking right, throws, and that is caught. Nice pass right in stride. And he's going to hit
pass complete to
PJ Luke on the reception.
First down, Peters Township.
25 yards on the pitch and catch from DeLucia to Luke.
Now remember, the Indians have all timeouts left. They got them all.
And now DeLucia looking to throw again.
Oh, he's got a man. No,
Rolling
he's got a
to
man
the
wide open.
Far sideline. He dumps it off to Ross. I don't know if he got a foot in bounds. They say he did at the 45 of Mount Lebanon.
Number 1 for Peters.
First down, Peters Township at the Mount Lebanon 45-yard line.
17-yard pickup. What's that?
Number 1 for Peters
Jeremy
Township.
Paletti.
Paletti was wide open.
He found Ross on the far sideline. And now stepping up, and DeLucia going to take it himself straight ahead. Inside the 40-yard line he goes on the carry of about 8 yards.
DeLucia keeps it. Brought down by Friedel. Gain of 7, second down and 3.
Second down 3. DeLucia dumps it off, complete to Newpaver. Newpaver's got the sideline. Down the far sideline he goes for the touchdown. DeLucia to Newpaver, 38-yard touchdown pass, and Peters strikes again.
That's a screen pass right to the right side, and he had a little lane down that line, down that right sideline. Kicked it into the upper level. 13-0.
Aiello comes in to attempt an extra point. He was in to attempt a field goal, and the snap was no good. This time it all works, and the kick is up and good.
Wasn't a good snap there either.
That extra point is good.
2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Peters Township 14, Mount Lebanon 0 here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
Hemlock Homes makes your dreams come true. Why build a box home that doesn't reflect your lifestyle and desires? Hemlock Homes brings your vision to life because you're involved in every decision: design, floor plans, materials, and finishes. If you have a lot and a dream, Hemlock Homes will make it happen. Hemlock Homes, quality workmanship and personal service. Call 412-444-5008. That's 412-444-5008.
2 minutes to play here until halftime. Mount Lebanon going to get the ball back, but now trailing 14-0. New Paver scored both Peters Township touchdowns, one on the ground, one receiving. And Maiello's kick comes here to the near side, fielded around the 6-yard line by Zaber. And Zaber plows forward to the 25, and that's where Mount Lebanon will start here, 1st and 10 with a 75-yard field in front of them.
Now you got to remember, Peters Township has all their timeouts.
1st and 10, Mount Lebanon.
So do the
from its own 25-yard line.
so does Lebo. So we'll see how this plays out. But if they get a couple quick stops, I can see Peter saying, you know, let's use our timeouts and try to put up another one, because they went right down the field that time.
First down and 10 here for Mount Lebanon. Smith, who has been involved in every single play from scrimmage. He dumps this one off complete to Kramer, and Kramer tried to run that back up inside and only gained a couple of yards.
Pass complete to Kramer. Brought down by Maiello. In it to 2nd down and 8.
So Smith, 13 pass attempts. He's 7 for 13, but he's only got 41 yards through the air. Here's another one complete. That's to Maxton Siegel, his second completion of the ball game, and that's going to be a first down for Mount Lebanon.
Knocked off his feet by Lucas Ross. First down, Mount Lebanon.
From the 27 to the 39, 12-yard pickup.
That little slant's been open.
It's actually the third catch for Siegel on the night. Smith under pressure, dumps it off incomplete in the direction of DeLuca.
Pass is incomplete. Pressure on the play by Nick Maiello.
Bring up 2nd down and 10 from the Mount Lebanon 39.
2nd and 10.
"15 pass attempts, 9 rushes for the quarterback, Patrick Smith. That has been the entire offensive playbook for Mount Lebanon so far. Drops back to pass, dumps off a screen. This is to DeLuca. DeLuca's got some running room. Gets to the far sideline. He'll pick up the first down as he's forced out of bounds across midfield.
That's a nice job that time. They hid that well. That was an excellent call.
At the Peters Township.
Here it is right here. Look at this.
48-yard line.
Let them come in, because they have their ears back anyways. They're coming hard. And just dump that ball off. DeLuca takes it all the way down into Peters Township territory.
47-yard line or 48-yard line. First down and 10. Smith takes the snap. Under some heat, drops it off as DeLuca again. He's got space again, and he is tackled inside the 45. Pickup of about 4 on the play.
And a timeout.
Timeout, Mount Lebanon.
And the timeout comes at 48 seconds to go. We'll step aside as well. 14-0 in favor of Peters Township on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Gallery Drive, Forced Curse Solution.
48 seconds to go. Mount Lebanon trying to put something on the board here before they head to the locker room. They have a 2nd and 5 from the Peters Township 43.
Well, they got a little bit of rhythm going.
Teresa Tucker, Sun Chevrolet, Sylvan Learning Center, and Tricolor Photography. Thank you to all our sponsors.
Smith, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, takes the snap, looking left, now looking right, throws down the near sideline, and it's intercepted if he stayed in bounds. And the official says he did indeed. That's Reston Lehman on the interception right around the 35-yard line. And I don't know, just because of the sideline, we probably can't see very well, but he does get the foot, at least 1 foot down, and the interception will stop the progress for Mount Lebanon.
Hey, there he's trying to do too much.
Yeah.
He's just doing a little bit too much.
First turnover of the ball game, aside from that botched field goal attempt, that was really a turnover on downs.
Yeah, he was going backwards, throwing off his back foot, and he just kind of threw it out there. I don't know if he was actually trying to get it out of bounds and just didn't throw it far enough to the right, but easy pick off there.
So 1st and 10 for Peters Township. Only 42 seconds on the clock, but they do have all 3 timeouts. DeLucia takes the snap, rolls right with it. Throws on the run. He's got a man complete. That's Luke on the far side. He gets out of bounds after a pickup of about 4. That'll stop the clock with 37 seconds.
They got 2 timeouts. No, 3. They got 3.
They got all 3.
Yeah, they got them all. We'll see. Get down in field goal range at least, maybe.
2nd down and 6 after the pickup of 4 to P.J. Luke. DeLucia takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, dumps it off. Newpaver bobbled it a bit, but able to corral it, and now he found some room, and he got out of bounds as well on the far side after he crossed midfield.
Little dump pass. It's been there.
Where are they going to spot this?
First down.
Right on the 50, it looks like. It'll be a 13-yard pickup for Newpaver.
I think they got to get it down by the 25. I think there's a little bit of wind up there, too, today.
Need the flags on top of the uprights
yeah.
to determine the wind direction. DeLucia dumps it off again. That is caught. Short gain on the play. That is going to be P.J. Luke again on that catch. Another pickup of 4 for Luke.
And they're going to call timeout. Yeah, they're going to call timeout here.
We'll step aside as well. 26 seconds remaining here with Peters Township leading 14-0 on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Get started on fall construction projects. Call Green Valley Contractors at 84. Cover your deck or porch with a new roof. Put an addition on your garage. Turn your basement into a man cave for football season, or redo your kitchen and bathrooms. Green Valley Contractors use the finest materials and superior craftsmanship for a finished job you'll love. Green Valley Contractors, online at buildwithgvc.com. That's buildwithgvc.com, PA 162147.
So Peters Township with 26 seconds remaining. They have the ball at the Mount Lebanon 46-yard line. A 2nd down and 6 forthcoming.
Second quarter score, Jefferson Morgan leads Burgettstown 7-3.
2nd down, 6. DeLucia takes the snap. 3 receivers to the left side, and he's looking to throw. He's got a man complete. That is P.J. Luke, and he'll be dragged down inside the 5-yard line.
He had a couple of options there. He was open, and the split end was also open on that side.
Spotted all the way to the 3. That's a 43-yard pickup. And sets up 1st and goal with under 20 seconds to go here. 17 on the clock. The handoff to Newpaver. Straight ahead, driving for the goal line. No signal. Looks like he's going to come up shy on 1st down. But Peters Township obviously has a chance to stop the clock, and they will.
Second down.
So,
timeout, Peters Township.
Timeout, Peters Township. We'll take it with them. With 9 seconds left, it'll be a 2nd and goal when we come back on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Friday night lights bring our community together, but too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opiate addiction. I'm Commissioner Larry Maggi, and I want you to know you're not alone. Help is here. If you or someone you love is struggling, call our confidential helpline today at 724-228-1234. That's 724-228-1234. Together, we can fight addiction and build a stronger future for Washington County.
How about this? 222 yards through the air for DeLucia here in this first half. He's had some big ones.
Yeah, he's had some big ones. He's had a lot of yards after catch. But I'll tell you what, he's got people open, and he's hitting them.
Second down.
This is going to be a run-pass option, right? I guarantee he's going to roll out and either take it in or throw it away.
9 seconds on the clock. Man in motion. And it's going to be straight ahead for DeLucia. Did he get to the goal line? They're going to have to, and they say touchdown. That was the question. You got to wait for the signal, but you don't want to let that clock run out either if it's short. But the signal comes in, a 1-yard touchdown run by Nolan DeLucia. And with 3 seconds left, Peters Township leads 20-0.
What the heck happened there? There's not 11:59.
Okay, no,
Okay.
There's not.
No, there's 3 seconds. Yeah, that was just it. It's basically what we kind of figured what he would do.
There you go.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Maiello comes in to attempt the extra point. It's up, and it is good. And with 3 seconds remaining, Peters Township with 3 touchdowns in this second quarter lead at 21-0 here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Hi, this is Mac Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. For over 70 years, we've been here for you, your family, and your business. At a time in which premiums continue to rise and policy coverage is more confusing and limited than ever before, we're proud to be your trusted guides. No gimmicks or surprises, just real protection at the best possible price. Personal, business, or bonds, will keep it simple and straightforward, just as we've always done. Chambers Insurance, helping you navigate today's insurance world. Learn more at chambersinsurance.com.
You deserve a bank that lifts up your business, that shares your spirits and your taste for success. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on crafting solutions that are as one of a kind as your business is. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
Nolan DeLucia is 12 for 14 for 222 yards through the air. And he just ran in a touchdown from a yard out as well. He's got just 24 yards on the ground. Of course, he had to take that big loss on that play, that fumble that he recovered as well. And New Paver on the ground, just 29 yards. So it's been mostly through the air tonight for the Indians. And DeLucia's certainly been spreading it around as well. 5 different receivers.
He's looked good. He's as good as his build. I'm telling you, he's a fine football player.
And now Maiello, a little pooch kick here to the near side. He fielded there, and they're going to say that was a fair catch.
Yep.
By DeLuca.
Yep.
So in that case, there will be a play. You might have thought he would have tried to run that clock out, but there will be one snap here from Mount Lebanon. Probably just take a knee. Following the game, we'll recognize our player of the game, brought to you by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. So you want to stay tuned for that as well. Halftime, I got some tech work to do, but we'll have the PAC report coming your way, also a newscast from WJPA, and then we'll come back and get you set for the second half, try to check some out-of-town scores as well.
Was it Waynesburg U got John Carroll tomorrow?
Is that who they have? I'm not sure.
25th in the nation.
That's the end of the first half. Peters Township 21, Mount Lebanon 0.
Halftime is here after the kneel down by Smith. And the Peters Township Indians have taken a 21-0 lead here with all the scoring coming in that second quarter. We're going to step aside. We'll bring you back here to Peters Township. But first, after this break, it is our first PAC report, the report from the President's Athletic Conference. That's coming your way after this on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Orthodontics isn't just for children. Orthodontics is for everyone. Choose Good Orthodontics. Doctors Bob and Ron Good and Dr. Cullen Doyle are board-certified specialists in orthodontics and facial orthopedics. Good Orthodontics has offices in Mount Lebanon, Washington, and Pleasant Hills. See all the good a simple smile can do. Call Good Orthodontics, 412-344-4663. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics.
Looking for a home in the South Hills? You want someone who knows the market. You want Nancy Russell McKenna at Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon. Nancy Russell McKenna was born, raised, and currently lives in the South Hills, so she knows the market inside and out. She'll help you find a home anywhere in the Pittsburgh area. A neighbor helping neighbors. Nancy Russell McKenna at Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon. Call Nancy Russell McKenna, 412-551-6118, 412-551-6118.
Hi, I'm Nick Jaganis, your Allstate insurance agent in McMurray. You've worked hard all your life to provide a nice home for your family. Maybe the insurance that you had 5 years ago is not appropriate for your life today. Call me for a review of your current coverages and we'll see if we can help you. Allstate has some unique ways to keep your insurance costs down. Give me a call so we can discuss proper protection, the best price, and most of all, personal service. 724-942-1234 or send me an email at nickg@allstate.com.
Welcome to the first PAC football report of the 2025 season, covering games from September 4th through 6th. I'm Joe Underco. This week we will take a quick look back at the 2024 season in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing the opening fall football weekend. 3 PAC teams finished as tri-champions in 2024, Washington and Jefferson, Grove City, and Carnegie Mellon, with all 3 earning NCAA D3 playoff berths, marking the first ever 3-bid season in conference history. In addition, Westminster earned a berth representing the PAC in the inaugural Open Doors Bowl Series, defeating OAC rep Marietta 27-13 in the Extra Points Bowl in Canton, Ohio. For the first time since the 2022 season, PAC teams will each play 2 out-of-conference games in 2025. The season kicks off on Thursday night, when Westminster hosts OAC member Marietta in a rematch of last year's bowl game at Harold-Burry Stadium in New Wilmington at 7 p.m. The Titans have won 4 of 5 all-time meetings against the Pioneers, with the only Marietta victory in the series being a 14-8 final in New Wilmington back in 1969. Veteran Titan head coach Scott Benzel notes that with a new head coach and staff, Marietta will provide a different look and new challenges from last season's meeting.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. You know, you got a new staff in there, and so we don't really have any understanding of, schematics, offense and defense, which, again, we just don't know the X's and O's behind it. But we're familiar with the young men at Marietta, and we know how tough they are, and we're going to have our hands full.
Also opening the season with a home night game is Teal, as the 2025 Tomcats debut on Friday night at Alumni Stadium, with a 6 p.m. kickoff against Concordia University from Wisconsin. It's the first ever meeting on the gridiron between the two programs, as Concordia posted a 6-3 record as a member of the NACC in 2024. Fourth-year Tomcat head coach Sam Bauman talks about what led to the decision to open the season on Friday night under the lights in Greenville.
It was actually a lot to help them with travel. So, it gave them an opportunity not to kind of lose a work day on that Sunday where they're getting ready for their next opponent. So we were able to work with them. It was a great opportunity for us to get a really good week 1 opponent, and we're excited that, to play an out-of-region team.
Among a full slate of Saturday contests, new St. Vincent head coach Casey Goff makes his Bearcat coaching debut at home as SVC hosts Hilbert at Chuck Knoll Field in Latrobe at 1 p.m. Goff, most recently head coach at the College of New Jersey, returns to the PAC after having previously served a stint as co-defensive coordinator at W&J. As the Bearcats prepare to face Hilbert from the Liberty League for the first ever football matchup between the schools, Goff talked about his goals for the 2025 season at St. Vincent.
We had to kind of retrain a mindset here, and we're still not had to, we have to. We're still in that process. I think we took strides in the right direction last spring and then through camp. I've said this time and time again, I'm not necessarily, obviously we want to win football games, but I'm not necessarily going to gauge this team on wins and losses.
In other Week 1 PAC action, Hiram returns to the conference for the first time since 1989 and also opens its season on Thursday night, traveling to face Heidelberg from the OAC for a 7 p.m. kickoff. The rest of the action takes place Saturday afternoon, led by Washington and Jefferson hosting Utica from the Empire 8 at Cameron Stadium at 12 noon. Also kicking off at noon is Bethany, which hosts Sewanee, Tennessee from the SAA at Bison Stadium. Other PAC teams debuting at home facing foes from the NCAC include Waynesburg, hosting John Carroll at Wiley Stadium at 1 p.m., and Allegheny facing Denison at Frank Fuhrer Stadium in Meadville at 2 p.m. Opening on the road is Grove City, which travels to face 2023 D3 National Champion Cortland from the SUNYAC at 1 p.m. Case Western Reserve, which travels to New Jersey to face NJAC opponent Rowan at 1 p.m., and Geneva, which travels to Eastern PA to face MAC opponent Widener at 1 p.m. That's all for this Week 1 edition of the PAC Football Report. Remember to log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league information. You can also follow us on social media daily via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links, as always, are available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
Hi, I'm Nick Jaganis, your Allstate insurance agent in McMurray. You've worked hard all your life to provide a nice home for your family. Maybe the insurance that you had 5 years ago is not appropriate for your life today. Call me for a review of your current coverages and we'll see if we can help you. Allstate has some unique ways to keep your insurance costs down. Give me a call so we can discuss proper protection, the best price, and most of all, personal service. 724-942-1234 or send me an email at nickg@allstate.com.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
Hemlock Homes makes your dreams come true. Why build a box home that doesn't reflect your lifestyle and desires? Hemlock Homes brings your vision to life because you're involved in every decision: design, floor plans, materials, and finishes. If you have a lot and a dream, Hemlock Homes will make it happen. Hemlock Homes, quality workmanship and personal service. Call 412-444-5008. That's 412-444-5008.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Get started on fall construction projects. Call Green Valley Contractors at 84. Cover your deck or porch with a new roof. Put an addition on your garage. Turn your basement into a man cave for football season, or redo your kitchen and bathrooms. Green Valley Contractors use the finest materials and superior craftsmanship for a finished job you'll love. Green Valley Contractors, online at buildwithgvc.com. That's buildwithgvc.com, PA 162147.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Welcome back here to Peters Township. 21-0 our score at the half. We apologize. We promoted a newscast coming your way on the WJPA Sports Network, but we don't have that for you. So you get to listen to me and Scott for a little longer here during the halftime show. Let's talk about the action we saw so far in this one, Scott, where we saw Mount Lebanon come out and start to move the ball a little bit in their opening possession. Peters Township was kind of slowed through the first quarter as well. Had a 3-and-out to start, and it just kind of stayed tight there for the first quarter. You started to feel Peters Township get that rhythm in the second quarter, and it showed on the scoreboard. But those last 2 touchdowns all came real late.
They did, and they came with big plays.
Yeah.
And it was DeLucia, Nolan DeLucia,
right.
arm, and some great patterns run by the wide receivers. A couple of times he's had 2 or 3 different options to go to get it into the end zone, and he's picked right every time. And so he's played well. Now, Mount Lebanon, they got to get a little bit more creative with the offense. I think they got to do some more things with the offense. I don't know if they're not running the ball. I haven't seen them play before, but I'm just kind of curious if this is what it is 2-4-7 with them. Everything is revolved around Smith, quarterback, and that's what it is right now, 100%.
Yeah, they've got 97 yards of offense, and Smith has been involved in all of it because he's the only one who has carried the ball.
Right.
And then he has completed 10 of 18 passes, but only for 70 yards. A lot of dump-off, short stuff. But it's odd to see a team. I don't know if I've ever seen this before, watching a high school game, where you never had a play that was a handoff to a running back. It just hasn't happened for Mount Lebanon in the first half.
No, and what they're doing is they're running that run-pass option. But Smith's kept it every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
10
no
carries.
handoff to DeLuca, and he's not giving it to the other guy, and it's just been Smith the whole way. And he's thrown a couple of nice passes, but he's also thrown in coverage a couple times.
Yeah, the one interception as well that really set up that final score for Peters Township. It looked like maybe they were going to escape only down 14, but the interception gave Peters Township a chance to tack on another touchdown. They did so, in fact, scoring with just 3 seconds left in the half. So the scoring summary, it was a New Paver touchdown from 1 yard out. They were knocking on the door as the first quarter ended. They scored on the first play of the second quarter. 1 yard touchdown run for New Paver, made it 7-0 after the Maiello extra point. New Paver would add a 38-yard touchdown reception from Nolan DeLucia. That was at the 2-minute mark. So, with more than 2 minutes to play, it was still just 7-0. And then the 38-yard touchdown pass to New Paver with an extra point by Maiello. And then we just talked about it at the end there. The three seconds left on the clock. DeLucia ran it in from a yard out, and Maiello was able to boot it through to make it 21-0 in favor of Peters Township. On the stat side for Peters Township, 18 carries, total carries, between New Paver and DeLucia for 53 yards. The passing game has been most impressive, though. 12 of 14 for 222 yards and a touchdown pass for Nolan DeLucia.
Yeah, he's looked good. He's played well, and so has his wide receivers and his tight end. They've all played well, and now remember, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right, they do.
So
P.J. Luke is the leading receiver with 4 catches for 74 yards. New Paver has 2 catches for 51 yards. Had a great pass to Shanafelt, hit him right in stride for 26. Rost has 2 catches for 18 yards, and Lehman has a couple of catches for 41 yards here in this opening half of play. We're going to step aside, and when we come back, we'll try to take a look at some scores from the local area. Washington and Greene County action here in week 2, third week of football, but it's week 2 here in the WPL football season. We'll try to get as many scores as we can and bring you back with those updates when we return here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Get started on fall construction projects. Call Green Valley Contractors at 84. Cover your deck or porch with a new roof. Put an addition on your garage. Turn your basement into a man cave for football season, or redo your kitchen and bathrooms. Green Valley Contractors use the finest materials and superior craftsmanship for a finished job you'll love. Green Valley Contractors, online at buildwithgvc.com. That's buildwithgvc.com. PA 162147.
Friday night lights bring our community together. But too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opioid addiction. I'm Commissioner Electra Janis, and I want you to know you're not alone. Help is here. If you or someone you love is struggling, call our confidential helpline today at 724-228-1234. That's 724-228-1234. Together, we can fight addiction and build a stronger future for Washington County.
I'm Evan Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. You can't turn on the TV or scroll through social media without being bombarded by insurance commercials. They're everywhere, even on the radio. Low rates, big savings. We'll insure your pet iguana. Okay, maybe not the iguana. Sadly, many times you're not saving money, you're just getting your coverage slashed. By the time there's a claim, it's too late to see you've been duped. At Chambers Insurance, our goal is to improve your coverage and get you savings. We're local, family-owned, and we'll work with you to find the right coverage. Chambers Insurance, since 1953.
You deserve a bank that drives your business. One that's with you for the long haul and knows how to keep your business rolling. At Washington Financial, we pride ourselves on delivering customized solutions, ones that are built for the unique journey your business is on. Go with the bank that gets you. Washington Financial Bank.
21-0 here in favor of Peters Township. The halftime show. Peters Township band out there entertaining the masses here on what has turned out to be a pretty nice evening for football here, Scott.
Here we go. Let's do some updates.
Okay.
We've got halftime up in McDonald. They're christening that new football field. Halftime score, Fort Cherry 55, West Green 8.
Well, can't say it's a surprise.
No, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. They're just, Fort Cherry's that good. Chris Minor just got back to me and let me know that Waynesburg right now is trailing 14-7 at the half against the California Trojans. So the Trojans, that's a big matchup there.
That's a matchup that kind of gives you an idea of not only, we saw Waynesburg against Jefferson Morgan last week, but you kind of wanted to see, it might be a measuring stick for the Tri-County South, too, to kind of see how California matches up against Waynesburg after seeing how Jefferson did.
People are going to think I'm crazy.
Okay.
But as a whole, single way is pretty good this year compared to double.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're better. I'm just saying they're a lot better than they've been in the past.
Yeah.
And you got Clareton, you got Fort Cherry. I'm telling you, that's a pretty good one. Halftime. How about this one? Mapletown 14, Chartiers Houston 7.
Wow. The Maples won a game last week on a 2-point conversion at the end of the ballgame. It was win or lose on a 2-point try. And now they've got the lead on Chartiers Houston. That's a game that you can see on greensports.net as well on the NFHS network. So interesting score coming out of Mapletown.
Halftime. Frazier 15, Carmichael's 8. That's surprising.
That is a little surprising because Frazier's the team that lost to Mapletown
last week. So there you go. That's the update I've got right now.
Yeah, and I'm not having much luck finding.
Halftime, Jefferson Morgan leads Burgettstown 7-3.
Yep, okay, that's another Greene versus. We do have several Greene County versus Washington County matchups tonight. Here's one, Steel Valley. Oh, excuse me, that's an old update. I'm trying to find stuff on Twitter here, but I'm not having a whole lot of success. Here's some well out of town scores for you. Laurel leading Riverside 37-0. That's a halftime score. Penn Trafford trails Moon. Moon leading Penn Trafford 14-12. That is a halftime score. Bishop Here's a Steel Valley score. Bishop Canavan leading Steel Valley 7-0. But here's a Thomas Jefferson score, trailing McKeesport 7-3 at the half.
That's a pretty good game there.
Brownsville and Uniontown are doing battle tonight. Couple of independents there, right?
Right.
7-0 Brownsville.
Really? Brownsville leading Uniontown 7-0.
That's what it says.
Wow.
So that was the end of one quarter. So.
Okay.
So, yeah, just would like to pass along a few more of the localized scores, but that's all we have to report as we get set for a third quarter here at Peters Township. We'll step aside one more time, bring you back with the second half kickoff here on the WJPA Sports Network presented by CNX Foundation.
Orthodontics isn't just for children. Orthodontics is for everyone. Choose Good Orthodontics. Doctors Bob and Ron Good and Dr. Cullen Doyle are board-certified specialists in orthodontics and facial orthopedics. Good Orthodontics has offices in Mount Lebanon, Washington, and Pleasant Hills. See all the good a simple smile can do. Call Good Orthodontics, 412-344-4663. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
Looking for a home in the South Hills? You want someone who knows the market. You want Nancy Russell McKenna at Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon. Nancy Russell McKenna was born, raised, and currently lives in the South Hills, so she knows the market inside and out. She'll help you find a home anywhere in the Pittsburgh area. A neighbor helping neighbors. Nancy Russell McKenna at Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon. Call Nancy Russell McKenna, 412-551-6118, 412-551-6118.
Hi, I'm Nick Jaganis, your Allstate insurance agent in McMurray. You've worked hard all your life to provide a nice home for your family. Maybe the insurance that you had 5 years ago is not appropriate for your life today. Call me for a review of your current coverages and we'll see if we can help you. Allstate has some unique ways to keep your insurance costs down. Give me a call so we can discuss proper protection, the best price, and most of all, personal service. 724-942-1234 or send me an email at nickg@allstate.com.
Welcome back here to Peters Township as we get all right, back here at Peters Township. Apologize there. We're ready to go with Peters, as Scott said, going to have the ball first in this second half. Mount Lebanon won the toss to start and elected to receive, so Peters Township will have the ball. And tell you what, they score here, and then you're all of a sudden start thinking about mercy rule in the not too distant future.
Yeah, that's one thing you got to keep in mind right now. Let's see how this thing goes, but I'm sure Coach Fleck would just like to get this thing going.
A couple of hops on the kickoff to Rost. Rost going to turn the corner on the far side and still on his feet up over the 30-yard line before he's brought down.
Rost returns the second half kickoff.
Peters Township going to start. See where they spot this football. Somewhere around the 32 maybe the 33.
First out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Peters Township.
Called to 33, first down and 10 for the Indians.
See if Mount Lebanon makes any types of adjustments here.
Yeah.
Spy. You're kind of watching them with New Paver.
Man in motion is New Paver. He motions into a receiver spot, and now DeLucia going to throw in that direction, but instead he went to, and that is New Paver on the catch.
Yeah.
And he'll get in about 6 yards on the play up to the 40.
Staying in that zone back there.
DeLucia's pass complete to New Paver.
They're going to give him the 41-yard line, gain of 8 for New Paver.
Thought maybe they would switch a little bit up because the zone doesn't seem to be working too well.
And now it's Newpaper with a burst of speed as he turned the corner right side. He'll pick up the first down as he approaches midfield here.
Newpaper, the ball carrier.
Had an 8-yard catch, and now
first down, Peters Township at its own 47-yard line.
Run of 6 and a first down for Newpaper.
Here's that trips look, the left side.
DeLucia going to step up. Now he's going to tuck it. Now looks to dump it off.
Oh,
He's got a
gosh.
man wide open. It's Shanafelt at the 35. Breaks a tackle, and Shanafelt one man to beat. Stiff arm at the 10, but he's brought down inside the 5. Look at Shanafelt.
Well, that was done by DeLucia. DeLucia starts to roll out here. Let's take a look at it. Watch, he rolls out to the left. As he comes out to the left, he tucks it. The linebacker comes up, and he drops, and he just leaves them all by himself. You could have caught that, Jason.
I definitely could have caught that. First and goal from the 4. And a give here, and walking into the end zone just inside the pylon is Newpaper with his 3rd touchdown of the night. Cole Newpaper from 4 yards out makes it 27-0.
Linebacker came up to try to stop on that play previous to the touchdown run. He came up there trying to make a play on Newpaper, and they just left the wide receiver wide open, or the tight end in that case.
Yeah.
Just left him wide open.
The 49-yard completion on that play to Shanafelt. And we got a whistle and a false start on the extra point. So Peters Township will have to try a little bit of a longer extra point.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty, still an untimed down.
That completion to Shanafelt, I have DeLucia now at 279 yards unofficially. And Shanafelt at 75 yards, receiving on just 2 catches. Maiello's kick is up and good. And with 10:26 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, didn't take the Indians long. They lead at 28-0 here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Hemlock Homes makes your dreams come true. Why build a box home that doesn't reflect your lifestyle and desires? Hemlock Homes brings your vision to life because you're involved in every decision: design, floor plans, materials, and finishes. If you have a lot and a dream, Hemlock Homes will make it happen. Hemlock Homes, quality workmanship and personal service. Call 412-444-5008. That's 412-444-5008.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Maiello to kick off.
10:26 to go, 3rd quarter, and Maiello getting set to kick it away to Mount Lebanon once again. And fielding that around the middle of the field is going to be Kramer. Straight ahead, he goes to the 25-yard line and is stopped there. And Mount Lebanon will start 1st and 10. Looks like they might give him the 26.
All right, let's see how the Lebos
From its own 25-yard line.
jump on this second half here on the offensive side. Let's see if they've got something else. As we mentioned in the pregame, their first section game is next week.
Right.
And it's not an easy one.
No, they have
the Vikings.
The defending champion.
Oh, there you go.
That's a handoff to the running back, DeLuca, and he'll pick up a couple on the play.
Tackle by Repepe.
Pepe on the tackle. 10:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 28-0. Indians have been pretty methodical tonight.
Second down and 8, and the give Excuse me, that's going to be a keeper for Smith.
Yeah, captain lost a yard, I think. Or he got back to the line of scrimmage. No room to run in there at all.
Tackled by O'Connor.
Now you got 3rd and 8.
No gain.
Now they've had some success with these little slants.
And I think we just got YouTube figured out, Scott. I don't really want to admit what the problem was. But
that means it's pretty simple.
3rd down and 8. Oh, gracious. Smith running out of room, and he's going to be brought down near the line of scrimmage. And that is going to bring up 4th down here for the Blue Devils.
No one open, well covered down the field. His time ticks away here, and we go to a 4th down.
So Mount Lebo going to kick it away here with 4th down and 7, 8:42 to go in the 3rd. 28-0 Peters Township. And a high snap is brought in by the punter Malone. Kicks it away. And that takes a Peters Township bounce. It'll be down right around the 20-yard line, and that's where the Indians will start 1st down and 10. 7 points for Peters Township would put it into the mercy rule.
Well, I'll tell you what, the offense looks good.
Very good, yes.
Who's their opener with? Who's their section opener with?
Section opener, and that's still 3 weeks away.
For Peters.
Yeah. Yeah, Peters Township still has 2 more non-conference.
With who?
They play at Trinity and against West Allegheny before they open conference play with Upper St. Clair on the 26th. DeLucia takes the snap, hands it off, and that's New Paver. New Paver tried to go around the right side, and
off the cold New Paver.
Maybe a couple on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Tackle by Schmidt.
I'm trying to think why they have so many. Oh, that's because of the number of teams in the sections. All right, I get it now.
Yeah.
So they're going to have 5 exhibition and 4 section. No, I'm sorry, 5 section.
And now an intercept, no, incomplete. They say it hit the ground. Stepping in front of the pass defensively was Henry LaHoda. I think it was number 6. And could have had an interception there.
First bad throw of the night, really, by the senior. Threw it right across the middle, threw it right into the coverage there.
3rd down and 8. DeLucia trying to keep the drive alive here. And now scrambles here to the near side. Going to throw it downfield on the run, looking for Lehman, but good coverage there and had to try to come back to the ball. Did Lehman. Zaber in coverage, and the pass goes incomplete. Back-to-back incompletions for DeLucia. Brings up a 4th down play here for the Indians.
I thought he'd take off on that a little bit.
Yeah.
And he decided to pull it up, and then he's rolling against his body and trying to throw that thing down the field. It was pretty good coverage down there, actually.
And now it's going to be Lehman back to punt. He's standing at his own 8-yard line to kick this thing away. Bounces it around the Mount Lebanon 35 and takes a nice bounce for Lehman all the way down to the 20-yard line. Mount Lebanon will have a long field in front of them when they take over possession here at their own 20.
From its own 20-yard line.
7:20 to play in this 3rd quarter. 28-0 Peters Township in front. Talked about the sections or the conferences for these teams. Quad County Conference is where Mount Lebanon resides, in there with Hempfield, North Allegheny, Central Catholic, Norwin, Seneca Valley, and Canon-Mac. And, of course, Peters Township in 5A. They're in the Allegheny 6, a smaller conference. Just Moon, South Fayette, Upper St. Clair, Bethel Park, and Baldwin. Smith from the shotgun here, and we get a flag. Or I guess the flag, I think, fell out of the pocket of the official. It's on the field.
Yeah.
But it's going to be just a timeout taken here by Mount Lebanon. 7:20 to play in the third. It is 28-0 Peters Township here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Get started on fall construction projects. Call Green Valley Contractors at 84. Cover your deck or porch with a new roof. Put an addition on your garage. Turn your basement into a man cave for football season, or redo your kitchen and bathrooms. Green Valley Contractors use the finest materials and superior craftsmanship for a finished job you'll love. Green Valley Contractors, online at buildwithgvc.com. That's buildwithgvc.com, PA 162147.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Blue Devils. Smith with two receivers to the left, going to sling it out to the left into coverage, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Jeremy Paletti, and he's going to walk it into the end zone for the pick six.
Oh. Well, nice play defensively. Take a look at this again.
It was a jump ball really around the 26-yard line, and Paletti got the hands up and brought it in, and nobody touched him on his way to the end zone. Can we see that one more time, Brandon? If you get a chance there, I want to see about where he, about the 27-yard interception return. And that's back-to-back interceptions on passes for Smith. And now Maelo will put the kick through the uprights, and that will give us the 35-0 lead for Peters Township. And the clock will go a lot faster the rest of the way. 7:10 to play here in the third. Peters Township 35, Mount Lebanon nothing here on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Friday Night Lights brings our communities together, but too many families in Washington County are being torn apart by opioid addiction. I'm County Commissioner Nick Sherman, and I want you to know you're not alone. Help is here. If you or someone you love is struggling, call our confidential hotline today at 724-228-1234. Together we can fight addiction and build a strong future for Washington County. 724-228-1234.
Hi, this is Mac Chambers of Chambers Insurance Agency. For over 70 years, we've been here for you, your family, and your business. At a time in which premiums continue to rise and policy coverage is more confusing and limited than ever before, we're proud to be your trusted guides. No gimmicks or surprises, just real protection at the best possible price. Personal, business, or bonds, will keep it simple and straightforward, just as we've always done. Chambers Insurance, helping you navigate today's insurance world. Learn more at chambersinsurance.com.
35-0 Peters Township in front, so the mercy rule is enacted here with 7 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. And on the return, this is Kramer coming to the near side, and he'll be hit hard as he crosses the 30-yard line, and now a flag comes in.
Kramer on the return.
Sort out the penalty here.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. It seemed to be away from the play where the flag came in.
The return, blocking him back, number 72 on the return team. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So the penalty will back Mount Lebanon up.
Following the penalty, it'll be first.
I have them
Mount Lebanon from its own
5 penalties for 40 yards. Penalty yardage, and clock winding now.
It's going to be a lot easier now. For me.
your job on the clock got a lot easier.
Yeah, you got a lot easier right there.
Let's see. Mount Lebanon did take a timeout. Take that away. There we go. First down and 10. Smith on the keeper, and he'll be brought down in the backfield. Shanafelt got back there and made the tackle 1 yard deep, so a loss of 1. Did you see what I saw?
No.
Lightning.
Don't tell me that.
I definitely saw some.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I didn't want to even say it. Smith a loss of 1 on that play. 2nd down and 11. And now drop for a sack in the backfield. Lucas Rost. And now the defense is teeing off.
Yeah, he came right through the middle there. Not much else they could do. Look at this. Right up the gut. Form tackle. Nice job by Ross. Here we go.
Shanafelt and Rost combined the last 2 tackles, both in the backfield. And now it's 3rd down and 17. Rolling left is Smith. Going to try to weave his way through some tacklers. Barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard. But that's going to set up a 4th and long.
You know, with the way things are going right now for Peters Township, they could just sit there and just tee off on Smith.
Right.
Because 99.9% of the time, he's going to have the ball. I don't know what you're seeing because I can't see over there.
Maybe it's heat lightning.
Well, that's what it is. I mean, now each one of these facilities has these little things that tell you when.
Oh, okay. They'll detect.
They'll detect it. That may be way south down there.
Now the punt rolls, or the snap rolls back to the punter, Malone. He's able to field it and get the kick away, and then a little bit of a bobble on the other end by Ross, and he's able to fall on it at the Peters Township 44. They stop it. Do they usually stop it for change of possession? They do?
Well, they're supposed to.
I never figure out all the nuances of the mercy clock.
Sometimes coaches will tell the officials, listen.
Just get it over with.
Yeah, let's go.
Right.
Let's get this thing going.
Yeah. Now they'll wind it.
See, now they're winding it now.
So the ball's at the 44-yard line of Peters Township.
These officials are thinking, all we need is like 15 minutes.
Oh, they don't want to have to call this thing for lightning either, for sure. Newpaver going to turn the corner right side, and he's near the sideline, dropped right around midfield. We'll have to see where they spot the football, but clock winds inside, or getting close to 4 minutes here.
See, I really can't see because the tent has got me blocked.
Yeah, it was over that direction. The sky just lit up a couple times. 5-yard pickup for Newpaver.
Well, the WPL sent out a statement today about it because we've had such good weather.
Yeah.
I mean, good weather.
New ball carrier is Mark Rapepi. Rapepi gains 4.
Stop short of the line. 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1. Peters comes right back to the line here, wasting no time. Another handoff to Rapepi. Rapepi, though, is swarmed right near the line of scrimmage and forced backwards. He won't get the first down. It'll be no gain for Rapepi. And now 4th down and 1 coming for the Indians.
You know what? I'd keep running it. I wouldn't punt it.
I agree with you.
4th down and 1.
Ball at the 47 of Mount Lebanon, 4th and 1.
Done under 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd.
And there's a freebie. Got the movement prior to the snap. Offside against the defense, and encroachment is the call. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. So the first down now with the ball spotted at the Mount Lebanon 42. And a give to Rapepi. Rapepi's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play here.
Little counter.
Tackle by Schmidt. Short loss, 2nd down and 11.
The committee, WPL football committee, will look at all these games too, even if they're non-section. They want to know who you beat and how you beat them out of section. So even these are not a non-section, and this is 5A and 6A.
Yeah, I mean the non-section schedule can come into play when you're talking about playoff seeding,
right?
Purposes.
It carries a lot of weight.
And DeLucia slings this pass out to Repepe. Repepe's got some room, turns the corner up inside the 35-yard line. Bring up third down, but goes from 2nd and 11 to 3rd and 2. 9-yard pickup for Repepe, and that puts DeLucia, by my count, at 288 yards passing.
8 of 9, 3rd down and 2.
And Repepe is now the 6th different receiver he has thrown to. Third and 2, 2 receivers here to the near side for DeLucia. Takes the snap, hands it to Repepe. Repepe trying to drive his way to the lead stick. I don't think he got it. Needed 2, got 1. Be another 4th and 1 coming here for Peters Township.
Try to get him a jump again. They'll run the play regardless.
Down and 1.
Under a minute to go here in the third.
Speaking of weather delays, if you're watching the NFL opener, there was
that was brutal.
Wasn't that brutal?
I went to bed.
Had to clear the stadium. I stayed up. I wanted to see how it ended.
Yeah, I did. I waited. Apparently, I didn't miss much.
I had a show on Netflix I caught up in between during the break. Repepe straight ahead again, and he should have the first down.
He does.
Repepe straight ahead.
Clock, that should do it for the third quarter. As they'll spot the ball at the 31-yard line.
There's that belly again. Belly right.
Give Repepe 2 on the play and a first down, and that will do it for the third quarter. 12 minutes to play under a mercy rule situation here at Peters Township. The Indians lead at 35-0 on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
For 125 years, we've been covering this region's financial needs, sharing your rebellious spirit, standing right here with you, supporting your dreams, helping businesses grow and thrive, investing in what matters, and always putting people first. Thank you for letting us get to know you over our first 125 years. We're Washington Financial Bank, and we're proud to be the bank that gets you.
Orthodontics isn't just for children. Orthodontics is for everyone. Choose Good Orthodontics. Doctors Bob and Ron Good and Dr. Cullen Doyle are board-certified specialists in orthodontics and facial orthopedics. Good Orthodontics has offices in Mount Lebanon, Washington, and Pleasant Hills. See all the good a simple smile can do. Call Good Orthodontics 412-655-4660. Excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics.
We got some scores for you. Here you go. Fort Cherry still leads West Green big, 55-8. That's in the third. California now over Waynesburg, 20-7. And Frazier, 18-8 over the Mikes of Carmichael's.
That one's a little surprising. After, you know what? In Mapletown, last time we checked, was up 14-7 over Chartiers Houston. So maybe Mapletown's a little better than what they may have been given credit for to start the season.
Burgettstown and Jefferson Morgan are in a lightning delay.
Oh, so they got one of those. So they ended up seeing the actual.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen some flashes here. Knock on wood, they haven't stopped anything.
No, they're not. Each school is required to have one of those lightning things.
Yeah.
All right. Those. I mean, that's what I always called them, the lightning thing.
Right.
And the trainer always had it.
Okay.
And if you're within so many miles, you have to stop the
Gotcha.
game. So the referees here are in contact with that person here at Peters Township, and they are monitoring that carefully because they're not going to take any chances with the people here and everything else.
Second down and 7 was a 3-yard gain for Moskell. New ball carrier for Peters Township was Brian Moskell.
Senior, he got recognized today.
And it's another give to Moskell. He's going to try to bounce it outside, left side. Well, he looks like a battering ram when he gets out there, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Moskell gets close to the lead stick, maybe a yard shy. We'll see where they spot it here it'll be third down.
Yeah, he got it around that corner there. Stuck his nose right in there. This is senior night, too, for Peter Township.
Yes, it is.
So, you play your senior night should never be the last game of the year.
That's a good point.
It should never be, because something always happens.
Yeah,
then you're screwed and you can't get it done. You know what I mean?
I think there was another one going on tonight. I think maybe Mac had senior night tonight as well. So maybe it's something teams are doing now, trying to get it earlier in the season. Moskell this time is going to be hit in the backfield and hanging on a leg there to get the tackle is Riker Vanderzee of Mount Lebanon, and that's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. So that 3rd and 1 now becomes a 4th and 5. Oh, and there comes the delay.
I saw that one.
We're going to delay for Lightning with 10 minutes and 12 seconds of a running clock left here in the ball game.
Oh, you can hear it.
Thunder rolls and lightning delay here at Peters Township. So, tell you what we'll do. We're going to take a break here, and what we'll do is we'll end up on the radio side and also here on the video side. We're going to kick it over to WJPA FM, or no, I guess we can't do that either. I was going to say we go to.
Coaches have made a determination that the 4th quarter will be shortened to 1 minute and 48 seconds. As a result, time is out and the game is over.
Well, the coaches have decided we're not going to resume this thing after delay. The coaches agree the ball game is over. And so we don't have to worry about what we're going to do to fill the time.
No.
The lightning delay is no more. The game is done, and Peters Township wins 35-0.
And I understand this, because like
I
said, it's a non-conference game. You want to keep it healthy. It's almost like a scrimmage in that sense. It's a wise decision, because who knows how long this could have taken.
Absolutely. All right, well, we will step aside real fast. We'll probably try to get out of here relatively quickly, too, because we're out here in metal bleachers, and if there's lightning buzzing around, it might not be the best place to be.
No,
so
I don't think so.
We'll step aside, bring you back here, and wrap this thing up momentarily. Again, 35-0 your final score in favor of Peters Township on the WJPA Sports Network, presented by CNX Foundation.
Looking for a home in the South Hills? You want someone who knows the market. You want Nancy Russell McKenna at Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon. Nancy Russell McKenna was born, raised, and currently lives in the South Hills, so she knows the market inside and out. She'll help you find a home anywhere in the Pittsburgh area. A neighbor helping neighbors. Nancy Russell McKenna at Howard Hanna, Mount Lebanon. Call Nancy Russell McKenna, 412-551-6118, 412-551-6118.
Hi, I'm Nick Jaganis, your Allstate insurance agent in McMurray. You've worked hard all your life to provide a nice home for your family. Maybe the insurance that you had 5 years ago is not appropriate for your life today. Call me for a review of your current coverages and we'll see if we can help you. Allstate has some unique ways to keep your insurance costs down. Give me a call so we can discuss proper protection, the best price, and most of all, personal service. 724-942-1234 or send me an email at nickg@allstate.com.
My Dream Field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My Dream Field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My Dream Field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
In sports and in life, accidents happen, and sometimes people get hurt. The doctors at Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation specialize in orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, foot and ankle reconstruction, hand and upper extremity surgery, sports medicine and rehabilitation, and game time medical services. With main offices near Wild Things Park and offices in Waynesburg, Charleroi, McMurray, and on Vanadium Road near St. Clair Hospital, you can count on Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation.
Hemlock Homes makes your dreams come true. Why build a box home that doesn't reflect your lifestyle and desires? Hemlock Homes brings your vision to life because you're involved in every decision: design, floor plans, materials, and finishes. If you have a lot and a dream, Hemlock Homes will make it happen. Hemlock Homes, quality workmanship and personal service. Call 412-444-5008. That's 412-444-5008.
We'll try to make this quick because there's weather, lightning, and all sorts of stuff. So real quick here in this third quarter. I mean, obviously coming in, it was already 21-0. New Paver scored a touchdown on a 4-yard run. Paletti with a 27-yard interception return enacted the mercy rule. 35-0 Peters Township. We got through the third quarter with some lightning in the distance. Lightning showed up. They wanted to call the lightning delay with 10-12 to go here in the fourth quarter. We thought we were going to be in for a delay, and then the officials said the coaches got together and said we're done. So with 10-12 to go in the fourth, game is called. 35-0 final in favor of Peters Township. And before we get struck by lightning, we're going to name our player of the game. It is presented by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County.
Start strong and stay local. CCBC's Washington County College Center gives you the edge to get ahead. High school students can learn to fly before they drive with our Aviation Academy. If helping others is what you do, let us help you. Advance from LPN to RN and open new doors in your healthcare career. Or get ahead in college by earning general education credits. No matter your path, we're here to help you move forward. Learn more at ccbcwashington.com.
Our CCBC, Washington County College Center player of the game, Cole Newpaver, is going to get the nod here tonight. And Brandon didn't spell it right. Our radio didn't. It's Neupaver if you're watching on the screen, and that may have just been lost in translation as we're radioing back and forth to the press box. But you get the point. Cole Newpaver is our player of the game. 3 touchdowns on the day, 2 on the ground and 1 through the air. But Cole Newpaver, our player of the game, presented by Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. We're going backwards order here, Brandon. Our broadcast has been brought to you by Hemlock Homes. If you have a lot and a dream, Hemlock Homes will make it happen. By Advanced Orthopedics and Rehabilitation and Advanced Surgical Hospital. By CNX Dreamfields, making your dream field come true. By Nick Jaganis, your Allstate insurance agent in McMurray. By Nancy Russell McKenna, Howard, Hannah, Mount Lebanon, a neighboring helping neighbors. By Good Orthodontics, excellence is a good choice. Choose Good Orthodontics. By Washington Financial Bank. For 125 years, proud to be the bank that gets you. By Chambers Insurance Agency, your third-generation independent insurance agency in downtown Washington, online at chambersinsurance.com. By Washington County Human Services. Take the first step toward a healthier life. Call 724-228-1234. By Green Valley Contractors. For a finished product you'll love, visit buildwithgvc.com. And by the Washington County College Center, operated by Community College of Beaver County. Our thanks to head coaches T.J. Plack and Greg Perry, to Brian Geyer, Justin Piles, and everyone here at Peters Township. For our WJPA Sports Network crew, producer Brandon Bennett, videographers Dean Shazer and Jeremiah Hall. For Bill Chapo and G. Wiz George producing back in our downtown Washington studios. And for my partner Scott Moore, I'm Jason Tennant. Once again, your final score from Peters Township. Peters Township 35, Mount Lebanon nothing. This has been a presentation of the WJPA Sports Network.